Hey everyone, Dr. Alex Ritzy here, downtown Toronto chiropractor and neurostructural chiropractor. This is episode 10 of our Lunch and Learns, and we're going to be talking about some core work today that you probably aren't doing. We're going to talk a little bit about what the core does, why you need to strengthen it, and give a little bit of a preview of some material from our new MOVE curriculum that all of our patients receive during their neurostructural restoration to make sure that their core actually does their job. So in terms of core strength, why do we need it? So we need core strength so that we can protect our spine and our nervous system. If you don't protect the spine and the nervous system, you got nothing. Because if you get a little shifting of the vertebra and you get a pinching of the joint or some pressure on the nerve, the very least you're going to have is some pain, and at the worst you can have some really serious consequences. So the purpose of the core is to be able to hold the spine in a stable position while you move. So in terms of movement, like we're bending, we're flexing, we're sometimes carrying hundreds of pounds in our hands or transferring hundreds of pounds of force between our legs and our arms, and all the while the core needs to stay nice and stable and safe. It would kind of be the equivalent of having a, what's the best example? It'd be like a paper towel roll. The paper towel around the cardboard inside is going to protect that from bending and shifting, and if you have less paper towel, it's going to be easier to bend and shift our spine or that cardboard in the middle. So we want that to stay nice and stable. So one thing that a lot of people miss with their core work is not the flexing or the side bridges or that, but being able to resist movement while your arms and legs are moving. And so especially resisting with a twist. So part of our core movement curriculum is the lift and chop. And the lift and chop is one of our 7 core exercises that you have to be able to do before you can do anything else so that you have a stable and protected spine. Along with the chin tuck and the brace, the lift and the chop are really important so you can protect your spine while you're doing everything else. Can't do the lift and chop, can't do a squat, you can't do a deadlift because you have to be able to resist rotation. So I want to give a freebie today before you go and download our MOVE curriculum from the website. I'll put the link up later. And we're going to go over the lift and the chop. And so with this, what we're going to be doing is the core is braced, the chin is tucked, so you'll have to already know how to do those. And then you're going to do it with resisting any rotation. So we're going to do it first with the dowel, just to show you how we do it. So we're going to start on our knees, and then we're going to do the progression. So with the lift and chop, we'll do a side angle here. Core is braced, chin is tucked, and what you'd be doing when you have either a cable or we use a resistance band is you have to be able to lift up and then chop down without the core moving. So if you go back up and down like that, that's not how you do it. This stays nice and stable, like it's like you're wearing a corset. It can't move. So lift up and chop down. And then you can make this more difficult by going on one knee. So it'd be the lift up and then the chop down, lift up and chop down. And then there's no movement of the core whatsoever. So if you want to do this first, you want to do it on your knees, and then you want to do it in a lunge position, and then you can work towards doing it standing. So do that progression first. So we have a resistance band here, and so how we would do it in practice, you can either use a resistance band, you can use cables from a machine, and so it would look like so. So I'm 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the knee, core is nice and tight, chin is tucked, and so as I pull down and bring the cable in, there's quite a bit of resistance through the core trying to resist me doing this, and then I'm able to not have anything move except for my arms, and the core stays nice and stable. Good. And so we'll show you another angle this way on my knees. So if I were to bring it down like this, you see nice and stable, nothing moves except for the arms. I'm feeling a lot through the obliques and through the lower part here. So it would not be good if you had to twist like this, or when you went to do it, you had to move the core or your thorax in some way. So another example here in the lunge, you wouldn't want to come down like this. Stay nice and tall, chin's tucked, core is braced, and like that. So that's the chop, and then the lift I'm not set up for because it's not a gym. The lift would be the opposite movement, but you're pulling the resistance up away from the floor. and nothing's shifting while you're doing that. So I really recommend get into the gym or do a little bit at home, practice the lift and the chop. It's one of our core exercises that you need to be able to do, part of our MOVE curriculum. So I really recommend go download the MOVE curriculum. Whether you are a superstar in the gym or you've got a history of back pain and you don't want that to come back, get that. Make sure that you're doing everything you can in terms of movement to be healthy. And then I'm looking forward to releasing our Reset curriculum soon, which is all about energy management. And then later in the summer, our Fuel curriculum. The Fuel curriculum is going to be all about what you need to live in terms of nutrition and fuel, so your energy is always good. I hope this was useful. I hope that the lift and chop is something you can master. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to let me know. And head on over to the link that I'll provide and download that MOVE curriculum. Have a wicked Monday, and I'm going cycling. So I'll see you guys later. Take care.